Time for our Fiscal Focus segment brought to you by InfoChoice, your choice of information on Australian consumer finance. Now, in this week's chat, we wonder, are video games doing a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to educating young Aussies about finance? Well, new research from ING suggests that this is the case, with more than half of Aussie gamers attributing improved financial literacy thanks to playing one game in particular, The Sims. While 71% believe gaming can be a financial education tool. Joining us to discuss is ING's Head of Consumer and Market Insights, Matt Bowen. G'day, Matt. Welcome back to the Savings Tip Jar podcast.
Thanks so much for having me. It's great to be here.
Thanks for joining us, Matt. So, super simple question. Just give us a skinny on what ING's latest research is telling us.
Yeah, so we put a bit of research out into market, chatting to our customers around how they learn financial skills and Aussies more generally. And look, the results came back pretty loud and clear that actually playing online games and gaming more generally can help Aussies learn some pretty, fundamental financial skills, which is super important. And the one that particularly is of interest to me is savings behavior. So lots of Aussies saying that they've learned a lot about savings through playing online games, which, as you know, is super important at a time like now when cost of living is so high and we all need to save our pennies pretty well.
So, Matt, can you tell us which games in particular, other than The Sims, are helping Aussies learn about finances?
Yeah, for sure. So The Sims came out top of the list. That was voted by 51% of people that said gaming helped with their online financial skills. Look, Minecraft came in second at 42%. Financial Football, which is the NFL Fantasy League, I think that one's sponsored by Visa. There's lots of financial content in that one. And then fourth on the list was Animal Crossing. Now, that's one that's just come across my eyes more recently in my household, trading acorns with the kids and talking to Tom Nook about flight prices overseas from my island. All of those types of things came out quite strongly. So interesting list of games, and certainly all of them teaching different things from savings habits to general budgeting skills. Also a little bit about debt management as well, which I think probably comes out more strongly in The Sims.
Yeah, Matt, I'm quite surprised that Grand Theft Auto didn't come in there because, like with Grand Theft Auto, you run someone over and some money comes up. So that's a good savings tip. Just joking. Don't do that, listeners. But this sort of research, is this a worry for us at all? I mean, savings.com.au is a financial resource, so is ING. I have no doubt you have your own money management tools on the website. But what's this really saying about society?
Yeah, I think it's really great actually, and quite insightful around how future generations are going to learn about money. As you say, we've got a lot of resources online. We've got videos, we've got content blogs, plenty of information to teach financial skills. But the reality is if our customers or the general populace find it confusing and boring, which is what they said in the research, then we need to be thinking differently around how we're kind of transferring these skills or teaching financial knowledge to future generations. So look, no surprise that the Gen Z and the Alpha in this research said that gaming's way more interesting and a better way to learn skills than those traditional personal finance websites or online courses that you might typically think of and when you're trying to learn financial education.
Yeah, I was almost a bit offended that that 76% of people said that personal finance websites can be confusing and boring because here at Savings.com.au, that's kind of what we're running. But hopefully they're not referring to us and just all those other sites out there.
Of course, of course.
When it comes to myself, I guess, if I think back, I played The Sims when I was a kid, and maybe so subconsciously I did sort of absorb all that, financial money habit stuff. I remember like Sim City, actually, I was absolutely hopeless. I kept bankrupting the town and just kept taking on more and more debt. And then I'll try and bump up the taxes to try and get more revenue to pay down the debts. And then people were just up in arms. And it was, I probably did learn a fair bit, FIFA as well, just playing that game, managing player salaries and player transfers and saving up to buy that new stadium. I guess, I can really see how our gaming can help you to some extent. But what about yourself, Matt? Any games that taught you how to be the financial whiz that you are?
Well, it's interesting. I was reflecting on the games I played as a kid. Sonic the Hedgehog was probably the big one on my list when I was a kid, probably showing my age there. But look, not a lot of financial content on there, a hell of a lot of tailspins, and obviously you collect the coins as you go through each level. But yeah, the one more recently was Animal Crossing when I'm playing at home with my two kids. And just watching how quickly they pick up these concepts and they understand the value of currency. They know they've got a fixed budget. They need to, furnish their tent or their little camp that they've built on on the island of Animal Crossing. And it is actually quite amazing, A, how quickly they pick it up, but B, it's also like it's a zero stakes game, right? It's a game at the end of the day. Part of learning financial skills is, about experimentation. It's about having good days and bad days. And when in a game environment where there's not actually all that much to lose, you can just reset the console and start the game again if you need to. What a great way to experiment, to learn, to pick up these skills.
Yeah, no doubt your kids are shaping up to be financial whizzes like yourself, with some good habits taught from the likes of from Animal Crossing as well. And I think for me as well, I think RollerCoaster Tycoon back in the day was a pretty good one as well. You kind of learn what price you want to charge admission for, like where's the breaking point in terms of snacks and food and stuff, and no doubt the likes of Disneyland and Dreamworld have used that themselves. So. Matt Bowen, thanks so much for joining us on the Savings Tip Jar podcast with some very interesting insights.
Great to be here. Thanks so much.